You think you know intensity? Wait until you live with a Belgian Malinois. Because this dog doesn't just walk into your life, they detonate into it. They don't gently ask for attention. They demand it. Constantly. Aggressively. Brilliantly. Every second, your Malinois is watching, calculating, analyzing, waiting for the next cue, the next job, the next second of engagement. And if you're not ready for that, you'll find yourself owned by your dog, not the other way around. People call them the Navy SEALs of the dog world. But even that comparison falls short, because Navy SEALs get rest days. Malinois don't. They're born with drive hardwired into their nervous system. Not energy. Not playfulness. Drive. Purpose. Urgency. You don't train that into them, you just try to direct it before it destroys your house, your nerves, and your idea of what a dog should be. Most people see a Malinois and think, wow, that's a beautiful dog. Smart. Athletic. Loyal. And they're right. But what they don't see is the intensity simmering just beneath the surface. This dog is like holding a live wire. They don't relax. They don't unplug. They scan the room even when lying down. They observe your body language, your tone, your breathing patterns. Because to them, every moment is information. Every shift in energy is potential action. What makes them so intense isn't just physical speed, it's their mental velocity. They process commands before you finish saying them. They anticipate movement before it happens. And they don't stop when you're tired. They stop when you make them stop. If you give them an inch, they'll sprint a mile, and not because they're disobedient, but because they're designed to push limits. That's how they survive. That's how they thrive. A Malinois in the wrong home is like a Ferrari on a dirt road. The engine doesn't slow down, it tears the road apart. When you raise a Malinois, you're not raising a pet, you're managing a performance machine. If you don't give them a job, they create one. And their favorite self-made jobs? Pacing obsessively. Biting furniture. Hurting your kids. Guarding doors. Barking at shadows. Digging into your drywall. And chewing your sanity one piece at a time. But here's the twist, they're not bad dogs. They're misunderstood. Because people mistake their intensity for disobedience. But really, it's untapped focus. They are working dogs. That means they wake up ready to go to work. Not for an hour. Not for a walk. For the day. They don't shut off unless you shut them down, with structure, with training, with purpose. You can't fake confidence with a Malinois. You can't be indecisive. You can't be slow. If you're not clear, they will decide for you. And the moment you let them run the show, good luck getting control back. Their minds are wired for leadership. And if you don't lead, they will. This is the dog that will learn your schedule faster than you do. They will know when you're sad before you speak. They will feel your frustration, match your adrenaline, and mirror your nervous system. That's why Malinois don't just live in your home, they live in your head. They're emotionally fused to their person. And that bond? It's not casual. It's intense. Sometimes overwhelming. Sometimes beautiful. Sometimes too much. You don't just train a Malinois. You become part of a two-way feedback loop of obsession. They don't forget anything. They don't move on easily. They don't let go. When they're with you, they're with you. 100%. Heart. Mind. Body. Soul. But that comes with a cost. Every day is training. Every interaction is data. Every mistake is magnified. And if you don't understand how to shape that intensity, you'll break under it. Or worse, they will. Because this breed doesn't just burn energy. They burn out. They fry. They short-circuit if overstimulated. The same dog that can leap over 6-foot walls and track a target for hours can also develop crate anxiety, obsessive licking, tail chasing, or reactivity if they don't have structure and recovery. That intensity? It goes both ways. You can't just push. You have to teach them how to rest. You have to teach them how to breathe. If you're someone who likes quiet weekends, long naps, or chilling on the couch, don't get a Malinois. If you're not ready to lead, structure, stimulate, and emotionally engage, don't get a Malinois. They are not just active dogs. They are relentless. And they will expose every inconsistency in your routine, your mindset, your emotions, and demand better from you. But if you are ready, if you're willing to build structure, if you're willing to lead with calm, consistent energy, if you're ready to outsmart one of the fastest learners on the planet every single day, then a Malinois will give you something extraordinary. They'll give you trust, focus, obedience, unbreakable loyalty, a level of partnership that feels almost psychic. Because once you earn it, Once you step into that role, they stop being wild. They start being willing. Not to be controlled, but to be connected. And that's the truth about Belgian Malinois. They're not dangerous. They're not untrainable. They're not too much. They're just more intense than anything you've ever known. And if you meet that intensity with structure, calm, and clarity, you don't just get a dog. You get a warrior. A protector. A once-in-a-lifetime soul bond. And that intensity? It becomes the most powerful force for good you've ever welcomed into your life.